go. Hello. My name is Derrick Vicky Christina Barcelona, aka DVCB.
And I'm Allan.
We would like to officially welcome you to the first, and possibly only, episode of 1.5 Gaysians.
1.5 gay? Okay.
1.5
Are we supposed to say that together?
No. What is 1.5 Gaysians, you ask? Well, it's the only place you'll hear two gay Asian nerds discussing everything from politics to pop culture, all through our very focused lens.
So, Derrick, what's a half Gaysian?
Well, first, that's super racist of you for asking. But I will answer anyways. A half Gaysian is just a gay guy who is half Asian and not half Asian. What it isn't is a centaur-like creature that the top half is like a samurai and the bottom half is like a drag queen. Although that sounds super amazing.
So that means you're all padded down there?
Exactly. I have the bottom, I'm horse hung, but it's all padded.
Oh, so what is your half and half?
Do
you want to say what it is?
Is it okay? Can
know.
we reveal this so early on? Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, I am half Filipino, which is Pinoy, and half Portuguese, which is not Pinoy. So, what does that mean? PNP? Am I the original? Am I the original? Am I the original PNP? Disgusting.
And I'm 100% Filipino, as far as I know.
Well, you should do that. Have you ever done the genetic testing?
Oh, I want to, but then I think I'm gonna But okay. So did you hear about Issa Rae's controversial remarks about why black women should only date Asian men?
No.
So basically, in her book that came out 5 years ago, she's talking about dating or whatever. That's her thing. And she has this line in her book that basically says black women should start dating Asian men because statistically we're both the two sexes or whatever that are the least desirable.
Yeah.
And then, a few weeks ago, all these people were saying, what the fuck? You're so anti-black. But yeah, she's basically saying she got shit on because all these people were saying, oh, you don't like black men, this and that. And, well, one, it came out 5 years ago, so I don't know why people are getting all up in something that she wrote 5 years ago. And two, she has a point. Mm-hmm. But then
what's the point, exactly?
That, the two... What is it, statistic?
Yeah.
The two statistics are the least desirable.
Yeah.
So why not get together?
So the least desirable by whom?
By society standards. It's an actual fact, apparently.
Interesting. So
getting back to the DNA thing.
Okay.
What stuck out to me in that line was she called Filipinos the black people of Asians. Ooh. And I was like, is no one going to get upset about that? But then my thing is, I say that we're the Mexicans of the Asian world.
Yes.
Because we've been pillaged and raped. Jesus. So if I do that DNA test thing...
Spoiler alert.
I could be 10% Korean, 10% Spanish. I could have Mongoloid. I could have this and that.
What?
I don't know.
What did you say, Mongoloid?
Yeah.
What is that? Do you mean Mongolian?
No, Mongoloid.
Do you know what Mongoloid means?
Oh, no. Wait. What is the thing before Homo sapiens?
Whoa, it's definitely not Mongoloid.
No.
It's definitely not Mongoloid. Mongoloid is...
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. I thought you accidentally meant to say Mongolian.
No, I could be 10% Mongolian.
You could be 10% Mongolian.
We should talk about why we wanted to do this podcast.
Oh, that's good. I think that the queer person of color, specifically Asian, if you think about media across the board and you think of the voices that are represented across the board, Asian voices are the smallest percentage of that. And if you think about queer anything and you think about the ethnic range of people that are represented, Asian is always the smallest percentage of that. So for me, I thought it would be cool, even just from a point of view perspective, is that looking at things from a gay and Asian or half Asian point of view is kind of unique. It's very unique in that we are already represented. We're the smallest percentage of the smallest percentage. You know?
Yeah, and we're not basic. We have our own.
I think we're kind of basic.
No, we are basic, but we're opinionated basics. Oh my god, that would have been a good name for the podcast, actually.
We can change the name. We can
no,
do whatever we want.
No. I actually really like 1.5 Asian.
Okay.
But opinionated basics is actually really funny.
Yeah.
No, but so because Asians, in terms of skin color, are the closest to white.
Wow.
No, this is me getting really nuanced.
Shit. Okay.
We've always been just flying under the radar.
Yeah.
And we're not.
True.
So we've always just been there.
Yeah.
And I think black cinema, black movies, or black TV shows.
Yeah.
Indians had their moment. And I really hope it's not just a moment. But I feel like Asians are getting their dues now where, you know, we have TV shows. We have like 3-dimensional characters.
Yeah.
Asian men are starting to be looked at as sex symbols.
They hot though.
And now, like, Crazy Rich Asians, that movie's coming, and I really hope that is gonna like turn the tide.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wanted to do. I've always wanted to do something with the gay Asian perspective.
Really?
I've always wanted to do something like that because, simply put, I've never seen it. I've always seen Asian perspective.
Yeah.
The only person that I've ever seen from like a gay Asian perspective.
Yeah.
And whenever I would watch like stuff from him.
BD Wong?
Oh my god, I love BD Wong.
Really?
I love BD Wong.
Fetish!
No.
BD fetish.
Whenever I would watch stuff from him and he would make Asian jokes, I think a lot of the audience was lost. Alec Mappa.
Oh, from Ugly Betty.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Some of My Best Friends.
Oh, no. I was going to say...
remember that movie?
I don't.
Some of My Best Friends was a show with Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
A TV show based off of Kiss Me Guido, where a straight guy moves in with a gay roommate. And Alec Mappa was the neighbor upstairs. Oh. And he would always make Asian jokes. Anyways, so... aside from like Bobby Lee, Ali Wong,
so there's
Margaret Cho, obviously.
Exactly.
Alec Mappa was like literally the first gay Asian that had a point of view, and I love him so much because like I agreed with a lot of his things that he would say, and he would make like Asian jokes, Filipino jokes, and I think because a lot of them the audience was white, it would like fly over them. And I just always wanted to do a gay Asian something podcast, website, something.
You said something about flying under the radar, which really resonated with me. So when I talk about my gay experience in high school, because I think as you meet people, you always kind of go back to what was it like, when did you know you were gay, blah blah blah, when did you come out, da 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 da, blah blah blah, and you hear all these kind of horror stories about people, and you hear people being bullied and stuff like that. So when people are like, what was high school like for you, I say, I was, as an Asian, like half Asian, but as an Asian, I was kind of always looked at asexually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I kind of flew under the radar that nobody ever fucking bullied me. I was always friends with everyone, but nobody came for me because I think I just was able to keep my head low, and because I was like the smart, funny Asian, sarcastic guy, like nobody even gave me the thought of if I was gay or straight, so I never had the target on my back. So that, for me, that was floating, or like being under the radar, was that my Asianness allowed me to kind of, nobody thought of me as a sexual creature, so nobody would call me out for being gay.
Oh, I totally had a different experience.
Really? Okay.
But this is strange because you grew up in Mississauga.
I know.
Was your school multicultural?
I was in a Catholic school.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but my school is definitely multicultural. Like, it was, I would say it was 50-50.
Okay, so I came out at 15 after seeing Queer as Folk.
Oh, yeah.
And then I found at Scarborough Town Center, I was at Indigo. Indigo chapters. I'm just browsing through the magazines, And guess what I fucking find?
XY.
Yes!
Yeah!
So,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
and it was like a cover with this like
Sexy.
twink.
Yes.
And I'm like, is this a gay magazine?
Hot.
I'm like, I'm being 15 or 14 maybe. Yeah, no, 14.
Yeah.
Because I turned 15 when I came out. 14, I was like, I don't know if I want to buy this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are they going to judge me? So I kept going back. Like, I never bought it, but I kept going back. And then I just said, let's do this. It's like
Brave.
$12 or I don't know how much it was. $7. Counter. I'm like, bought it. Flip through the pages. I'm reading it. This was like my Bible. I was just like, oh my God. I just bought my first gay magazine. Blah, blah, blah. But wait, am I bi? Do I still like girls?
You're definitely not
No,
bi.
I knew I was gay.
Obviously.
So then we had the internet. This was 1998, 1999. So we had the internet. Like, I'm just saying this because a lot of households still didn't. And I'm like, what is Planet Out? So I'm like, planetout.com. I'm like, oh, it's a chat room. So I, on the family computer, planetout.com, chatting with people. And then I was chatting with someone from Toronto. And they were like, yeah, I can meet you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how old are you? Oh, I'm 16. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I'm 15.
Ew. What?
He was 16.
How old were... What? Oh, I
That's
heard...
60.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No,
That's
he
what I
was
heard.
16.
Okay.
He was like, you've never heard of Church Street? And I'm like, no, what's that? It's the gay street. So fast forward to like, I come out to a few people, and I didn't actually go to Church Street until like the week before Pride 2000 or 1999.
How old are you?
I was like 15 or 16. I forgot.
Yeah, I was...
I can't think about it right now. Anyways, so long story short, go to Pride. My mom sees me on CP24
Shut up!
walking in the background
No!
as the reporters were like reporting.
No!
I come home at
Why
like,
is she watching that?
she was just watching CP24.
Stop.
I come home, my mom, my two aunts, and my 3 aunts are sitting in the living room.
Ay, nako!
And I'm like, oh, you guys are still up or something. And my mom's crying.
Fuck.
And my
Did she have a
aunt-
rosary in her hand?
No, my aunt's like,
That's surprising.
you were at the Pride Parade, weren't you? And I'm
I
like,
just miss.
I'm like,
Just
what?
miss.
No, I wasn't. She's like, yeah, you were. We saw you on TV.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, okay, I'm gay. Do you have a problem with it? And my mom's just like, I'm just like, I can't. Obviously, I'm being like dramatic doing the whole TV monologue. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just like, I can't change, Mom. I can't. I'm gay. You have to accept it. And my mom's just like bawling her eyes out.
Oh my god, so many tears.
But then the next day, everything was like normal. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I went to like grade 10 or 11?
Yeah.
10. And then I was just like out and proud. So there was a youth. Did you ever go to it? LGBYT.
At where?
At like the 519.
No.
So I started going to that during the summer. And it was like, oh my god, there's other teens. And it was just like a very great support group. And I mean, I guess because it's more accepted now, teens don't need it.
Yeah.
But I wish, well, I guess they have gay straight alliance.
Yeah.
So I started going, and then whatever. So then when I got back to school, like in September, I had like my rainbow necklace.
Oh fuck.
I'm like, I'm gay. So like all these girls.
Gay.
So anyways, back to the experience.
What? Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people accepted me, which was really nice.
Right.
Surprisingly, a lot of the Filipino guys that I hung out with accepted me.
Because they don't care.
No, they don't. And they thought it was cool because they would make like homophobic jokes.
Yeah.
But they thought it was cool that they were like,
Friends with a gay guy?
no, not that. They were like, oh, this guy doesn't take offense to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have, but it was just like, they don't know better, whatever.
Wait, is that going to be the new Me Too? Where where gay guys are like, hey, remember all the gay jokes that you made at work? For
I'm
all this?
suing.
I'm actually super fucking offended by them. No, I can't. And I think it's our cultural shift too. I I think straight people. I have straight friends who like will call me gay, and I can't. I'm not offended by it. Like it's just like
I would be.
okay, but here's what's fucked up is that when I was young, I remember my mom would talk about this gay guy at her work, and she would call him bakla.
Yeah.
Right?
Not bading?
No.
Oh.
So when my mom and grandma...
So bading means like fairy in Tagalog? In Filipino?
Not like a mythical fairy.
No, not like a gay... Like a
gay...
It's like a term of endearment, I guess. I don't know.
So when she would talk about bakla, that's what I was associated with. So then when my friends would call me bakla, I'd be like, oh wait, should I be offended by this? Because I had it's weird because how the word had taken meaning because of what my mom had put on it, and then what these guys put on it, and I think it's actually just like bakla is like their version of like bro and gay.
Yeah.
It's like you're like
yeah.
bro,
I don't
bro,
know it that way.
but you're like you're gay. You're my gay. You're my bro. You're gay bro. So that's how I justify it in my brain, or I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
You can call me that. It's cool. But if somebody called me faggot, I'd be like, no. Well, hold on. I wanna just wrap it up by talking about because the original question was, why did we start something like this?
Yeah.
For me, I've always been creative. Like when I was a kid, I would draw. I like singing. I like dancing. Like for me, expressing myself is the way I feel okay, because when I don't express myself and when I close myself in, maybe it's like an extrovert introvert thing, but when I feel like I'm closed off, I don't feel happy. Yeah. When I'm happy, I express.
Yeah.
So for me, I've always kind of wanted an outlet to be creative, and I think for this, it's the least impact thing. I don't have to look good. I don't have to look good. I don't have to write a script down.
Derrick is literally wearing
I look so good. For the record, I look so good right now. I don't need to, but I look so good. And it's not like something on Instagram where your success is based on how you look and blah blah.
Yeah.
So I think for this, it's a way of expressing myself, and it's a creative outlet where I think I can pass this off to you, and you can turn this into something.
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
You know.
That's also the reason I wanted to do this. I've always wanted to write. Like, I've always wanted to be a writer.
Same.
But like,
did you ever write movies as a kid?
Yeah.
I wrote 3 screenplays as a teenager, and I don't want to read them because I'm sure they're all terrible.
I've read mine from like university. From
were they horror movies?
2 were. One is a gay movie that I just thought
gay.
Yeah, one is a gay movie that I thought of just reviving.
Oh.
And if in the winter I'm gonna just start doing it.
That sounds amazing. So, thank you to anyone who's taken the time to actually sit through this entire thing and listen to us, because if you are a friend, that's true friendship as far as I'm concerned, because you've actually sat through all of our fucking ramblings.
And I'm sorry if I named anyone.
And if you are not our friends and you're listening to this just randomly because someone shared this on their Facebook page and you had nothing better to do while you were at the gym, thank you for listening as well.
And to any Gaysians listening to this.
Yes.
Stay tuned. I really hope that our podcast makes you relate to us and you find this helpful and all that stuff. Horror nerds, pop culture nerds.
Do you say horror nerds?
Horror nerds, yeah.
Horror nerds.
Horror nerds.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. This episode is literally just an introduction about where we're from, just so you can get an idea of where we're at, who we are.
Rambles.
Anyways.
Thanks.